I wish I had thought of that.
Check the pocket, Tony. That's how you're doing that. Oh, Tony'd be like, brush the teeth. So I knew this dancing guy, but there was this idea that I had. This is all I was talking about, functional fitness and everything, and I said to her one time, honey, I wish I had something that was just like, because I'm so terrible with my consistency of working out. When I finally get it together, maybe 2-3 times a week, when I finally do it, like I just want to bludgeon myself with this routine. And I want it to be hardcore, I want to be super functional. She's like, yeah, they do that. She used to train people, track stars and everything. Like, she gave me an idea of what that might look like. Isabel used to be a trainer, what I mean. But, so I talked to Lara, Lara Ross is the SVP of development for the company and, responsible for most of our just biggest hits, with the exception of P90X, which was then far. But I said, hey, I want to do this thing. We got to find a great trainer for it. She's like, absolutely, let's look around. We started to look at people, and I guess she mentioned it to you or something, and Shaun's like, I'm going to do that. and I said, Lara, no, this isn't dance time. This is like hardcore. And Shaun said, no, let me do it. Let me show Carl that I'm going to do this thing. So he got like Tanya and Carpengo was in the background. Yeah, so you got like 3 or 4 people, and he did like 15 or 20 minutes of what he had in mind. They shot like on a basketball court sort of thing, and I'm just telling you, I watched this thing, and it was truly awesome and insane. And that's when the name was born. It was truly insane. I mean, literally, everybody was like laying flat down. Carpengo had a water bottle, threw it into the water because he couldn't do it anymore. Shaun's just like, you're done. And Shaun's just like, you people can't hang, I'm gonna finish this myself. And he did the last thing. What was it? Now you were going around the world, choreographer, dancer, like you had this career track, but something about that attracted you. Why did you throw your hat in the ring to possibly upset the trajectory of great dance programs? Zumba was just starting to get big. Like, there was a different trajectory you could have been on, and you said, I'm going to do it that way.
I don't really think it was a conscious effort, really. I grew up playing sports, and I don't know if a lot of you know this, but when I was 8 years old, I asked my mother if I could be a ballerina. Like, I literally woke up and can I be a ballerina? She's like, I don't think little boys are ballerinas. So it literally like left my mind, and so I played football, I ran track, I did all these things. So I moved to LA specifically just to see if I could be a successful professional dancer, but athletics was my #1 love, was the first thing. So, when Lara was like, yeah, we're looking for someone to do, an insane program, I was like, why doesn't he just let me do it? She was like, he said, you're just the biggest guy. And I was like, he really does not know who I am. But, so that's why I did. I mean, it's in my blood. So one of the stories that a lot of people have heard is that I can't act out the full scene, but my very first day of track practice in high school went like this. No, I'm not going to act. Coach says, all right, everyone, go out to the track, run a mile. In order to make it on the team, you have to do it in under 6 minutes. So you're like, what? But being a competitive person I am, I go out and I run that mile in under 6 minutes, and I wanted to throw up, literally die. And then we finished that, and he was like, okay, let's stretch. I'm like, fine. And then, no, we didn't stretch yet. We ran a mile, then we started doing drills across the football field. We were doing these. Then we had to run back doing these. Then we had to run back. This is 50 meters of this, doing these. This is what we did. This was the, then we had to run down through the cones, doing this, right? So I did that. So we did that, and we were like exhausted after like, I don't know, it was like the 6 minute mile, and then it was like maybe 5 to 10 minutes of those drills. And so we were like, oh my God, that was hard. I wonder what we're gonna do tomorrow. And he was like, that was just the warm up. Literally, that's exactly how it happened. And I remember I was in the best shape of my life after 2 months. Like, that was spring training. After 2 months, we started running our meets. And obviously our meets were like about a month and a half. And I just remember being in peak physical condition. So when the insanity thing came out, or when I was able to go out and produce this thing or give them my idea of what it was, I'm like, this is easy. But the craziest thing happened after we did the warm-up and we stretched. He says, all right, we're gonna do 8 400s. When you finish one, you get a 30-second rest, and then you gotta do it again. And I was like, are you serious? Like, this is crazy. We had 1 minute and 15 seconds to finish these, 1 minute 15 and 2 minutes to finish these 400-meter hurdles. So that's all insanity was. And so that was when I was 15 years old, 14 years old, and I was just like, this works. Like, how do I put this method into what I want to show Carl? And so I woke up at 5 a.m. one morning, and I sat at my dining room table, and I literally mapped out this workout, and I called all my friends. And actually, the video that we shot was in a dance studio. Get into it. The very first submission video I shot was actually in a dance studio, but Mike Carpenco did throw his water bottle up against the wall. He was really pissed. And it was very true that all my friends were laying on the floor, and I was like, I'm just gonna finish this by myself. But that's what it was. And it was just like, I'm the dance guy, yes, I'm crazy, I think that fitness has many different things. I mean, Tony has 10-minute trainer, he has P90X, P90X2, P90X3, and all of them have something different about it. Me, I have hip-hop abs, rockin' body, silent insanity, we have all these things. But for me, I don't think that one program is for everybody. Like, I don't expect everybody to do insanity. I don't expect everybody to do T25 or hip-hop abs. But one of the reasons why I wanted to do this and step outside of the dance guy thing is because I'm like, I have a passion for fitness and for people to be as healthy as possible. And maybe they don't want to, throw their hair, do a hip-hop abs, or rock around, or pop it a little bit. But, they might want to drop down and do some push-ups or something. So that's why I did it. That was the transition for me, the easy transition from going from one to the other.
Got it. Now, what people might not know is, in terms of background, when we discovered Autumn through sort of researching the type of person that we wanted for this new 21-day program, we saw this fitness person, bikini competitor, had devised this portion control program that she was selling and going on TV to market. But what I didn't know, and what